everyone. It's 7:02, and I'd like to call the public hearing portion of the Ordinance Committee meeting to order. It is Monday, April 22nd. We have two people signed up. The first person is Steve Roguskas. Please state your name and your address for the record. And there's only two people signed up, but
I
5 minutes or so. I mean, there's no limit really, but 5 minutes would be great. Thank you.
Okay, it'll be less than that. My name is Steve Roguskas. I live at 94 Noble Street here in Stratford. This is a good year for the budget in that there is no tax increase, but my understanding were there were things happening in the budget this year, a pension bond coming off, opportunities that we could have been aggressive on the budget and actually decreased taxes, because we have very high taxes in this town compared to most of our neighbors and other towns that are similar to us. There are things in different parts of the budget. I haven't really become that familiar with the municipal budget, but the Board of Education, I mean, things like they've got a natural gas budget that for most years it comes in under the amount that's budgeted, including last year, and they want to increase that amount by 30%. I don't understand, if they spent less than they budgeted for last year, why they want to budget an additional 30% above that. That kind of thing just needs to be looked at, and I would hope that the administration of the Board of Ed would have looked at that closer, but if they didn't, it's up to the town council to look at it and say, you've got to make your numbers more efficient, more realistic, and you've got to present a rationalization for why you need an increase. I believe there was a surplus last year of $3 million in the Board of Ed, and they want additional money on top of that this year. We don't have money to just give away. And within the municipal budget, I am sure that almost every department has something that you could take a look at and say, you know what, let's save this. If everybody worked together, this is all about us. We're all Stratford. If we all work together, it would be the best for Stratford if taxes went down. I understand economic development hasn't been great in our town lately, but that will get better if taxes go down. And then taxes can go down further because the economy starts to lift. So I would just ask that you all work hard and try to figure out lines that you can make cuts. And even if it's just a token cut in the taxes, it would mean so much to the people to have the taxes go down instead of stay the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roguskas. And the next person on the list is Linda Palermo.
Good evening. Linda Palermo, 46 Vault Place. Carol, so nice to see you here. With regard to the budget, I see where there are a lot of departments don't really need any increase, so I need to know why they cannot decrease the mill rate. That's number one. Number two, I do not see accountability for the monies the town has received from the insurance company as a result of the Shakespeare fire. I'd like to know where that is mentioned in the budget. That is something that they received this budget year, so it would have to be entered this year into that budget. So if somebody could tell me where it's at, I'd very happily be able to look at it. Okay, so those are my two questions. And times are hard. I feel the taxpayers need a break, and that mill rate should come down for the betterment not only of the taxpayer, but for the betterment of the town in of itself. There is one budget I vehemently feel should be cut, and that's the town attorney's budget, because he could settle matters at a much lower cost than what he is, and he's paying the money out to someone else to fight that battle for him. I'm bringing this to the floor because I feel it's very important that you know what he's doing, but insofar as how I'm going to handle it, I'll handle it. Right, Mr. Florek? I absolutely will, sir. So therefore, I do feel, with all due respect, that you look at the budget and bring down our taxes, because if nobody's, asking for raises, or the raises are there, or whatever it is, please cut the mill rate down for the taxpayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Palermo. Are there any other people out there who would like to speak with regard to the next budget year? Hearing none, I'm going to adjourn this meeting to continue to April 23rd at 7 p.m. at Bunnell High School. It's 7:08 p.m.